Hi guys, welcome back to Movie Chat and More. And if you're here for the very first time, welcome. This is very impromptu. Very impromptu. I never expected to be here tonight. I know I say that quite often, but this is the real deal. Uh, this is just, yeah, we're going to talk about Halloween and Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends and Halloween and Friday and Freddy and Chucky. But yeah, this is just a casual chat, so we don't have to talk about Freddy and Jason, and yeah, we can talk about anything we want within reason. So yeah, so if anybody joins the live chat, hopefully they do. Hopefully you guys do. Then yeah, we don't have to stick with movies. I mean, we can, but we don't have to. It's just a very impromptu, very live chat from the UK, with me, Richard, uh, from Movie Chat and more. Uh, One thing I would like to say, um, uh, for you guys out there who watched a video I took down, um, I I think I think I think I called it "We're Screwed." Yeah, that's gone. That wasn't a good day for me. So I took it down. But I was amazed. I was so humbled at how many, so many, well, not tons and tons of people, but the people that showed up and said, "Hey, Rich, are you okay?" It was really touching. You know, I know it's silly. It's silly. I know it's silly, but I felt very, very humbled by that. I really did. It's yeah. Hey, conspiracy trifecta in the chat. What do you want to talk about, conspiracy? You want to talk about Halloween kills? You want to talk about Halloween ends? Halloween 78, Chucky, Freddy? Or do you just want to get off your chest? I know the feeling. Hopefully, conspiracy will get a few more chatters into the chat, and we will chat, and we will chat, and we will chat, and we will chat. Conspiracy. What I want to talk about that video, man. Okay, conspiracy says, I don't think I've ever been more upset with a politician than Boris Johnson. Yeah, I mean, I'm no fan of Boris Johnson. Um, Big whoop, yeah, big surprise. I'm no fan of Johnson. But uh, I do have to put this across, and this may not go down too well, but you'll know where I'm coming from. Um, he wanted to be the prime minister for a very, very long time. He was the mayor of London. He was a shit mayor of London, but he wanted to be prime minister, and he finally got there. He finally got there. And what happens? What happens after he becomes prime minister? COVID-19. So even though, yeah, even though I'm not Boris's number one fan, I never will be, never have been, never will be. Um, But I do have to hand it to him in that way. What would you have ever expected an apocalypse? By and large, that's what Boris had to deal with. So, I mean, I'm not defending many of his actions and decisions. No, no way. But he's like, I wanted to. Imagine me, yeah. Imagine me. I finally get my big break in Hollywood. I'm like, oh, this is it, man. This is it. This is the one. I've got my big break in Hollywood. What happens? I become Tony Moran. It's like, yeah, we want you in this big horror film. Okay, Halloween wasn't a big horror film, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, yeah? And I'm on screen for like 2 seconds. Conspiracy. Because of that video, I looked into the situation over in the UK. I can't fathom how he can get up there with a smile on his face and his hair all messed up and give this news to you guys. Well, yeah, I mean, but at the moment, um, it's looking better. It's looking better. You know, I'm not agreeing with a lot of stuff that Boris Johnson has done, but it is. It's like I just said. It's like me being thrown into this big Hollywood movie. I know Halloween wasn't, but you know where I'm coming from. It's like, and then I get like 2 seconds, 3 seconds of screen time, and I have to work off of that. Conspiracy. That video was very sad, especially with the somber music in the background. This lockdown situation is getting absurd by now. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's not going here in the UK. It's not going to end on June 21st. No way. Because there's a new variant here in the UK and probably across the world. I've got a funny feeling they're going to push June 21st back to July, maybe July 30th, the 30th of July, and see what happens then. Yeah, the summer music in the background. Yeah, that was that was basically me being melodramatic. Um, if you know you're Rocky, uh, I'm so sorry. If you if you know you're Rocky, you'll know that music. I think it's called Mickey's Theme or something. I am so sorry about that video. I'm glad it's down. You know, I had to take it down. Hey, Josh Roberts. Hey, Josh. Hi, Richard. Remember me? Yeah, yeah, I do, Josh. I do remember you. You're one of my mods. Conspiracy Trifecta. Look at. Let me start that again. My apologies. Conspiracy Trifecta says, look at the YouTube comments on these presses. No one is buying into into this guy's bullshit. Yeah, yeah. I mean, what are you trying to do? Send me back down? I'm, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, no. I mean, I know he's full of shit. Boris is full of shit. But it's probably best that we look on the bright side of things, and there is a bright side of things. I should make a standalone video, I think. Yeah, like that one's gone now. I should make maybe a standalone video about how things. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Josh Roberts, Boris is an idiot. Josh Roberts, he can't even string a sentence together. He has gray hair though. Oh, do you mean a bit like this? And we will. In fact, we will. In fact, we will. In fact, we will. Josh Roberts, Josh, saw your video the other week. How you been? I've been better. I'm okay now. I'm okay-ish. I have ups and downs, but thank you so much, Josh and Conspiracy, everybody. Yeah, thank you so much for caring. I know it sounds weird, but I was overwhelmed. I was like, what? So thank you. Conspiracy, yeah, apparently he messes up his hair on purpose so he comes off as more likable. Yeah, it's not working, is it? It's not working for me. Josh Roberts, love that Boris, love that Boris impression. No, that was awful, Josh. But thank you. But oh man, do you mean? And then we will follow on to what is going on, and then we will cut up the facts and cock the facts, and we will then know more of. Hey, Copy Rouse. How have you been, Richard? Missed you, man. Yeah, I've missed you. I missed all of you guys. This is so impromptu. This is so just off the cuff. I never expected to do a live video tonight. Yeah, I've been okay. How you been, Kyle? Yeah, I've had down days. I always, well, not always, but I tend to, especially in the last year and a bit. But if you check out the video here on Movie Chat More, what's it called? Two sober guys talk about Halloween or something. That was me and my nephew Cal, and Cal has his own channel now. He's had it for a bit, but it's different, and he's talking about horror movies. And to be honest, his presentation is better than me. You'll see. After we finish chatting here tonight, go over to what's it called? Sorry, Cal, if you're watching after the fact. Sorry, Cal. Boy in the Lake review. You'll see it. Boy in the Lake reviews. Boy, yeah, something like that. And he always gives me a shout out. So, Cal, Boy in the Lake review. I wonder what movie he's talking about. Uh, Josh Roberts. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been on in a while. Had a lot going on. Glad you're doing a bit better. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, I am. I get bad days. I get good days. But I had to take that video down. That was so depressing. Josh, one question. Have you seen I knew I remembered you. Have you seen Platoon yet? No, I haven't. Kyle Piraz just subbed. Thank you, Kyle. Wait a minute. Just subbed. You're one of my mods, Kyle. You must have already subbed or subbed again. I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you. Cheers, Kyle. Really appreciate it, man. Oh, to Kyle. Oh, sorry, Kyle. Oh, so I'm sorry, man. But thanks. Yeah. Cal has great content. Check out his trailer. Boy in the Lake review. The trailer is awesome. If I do say so myself, it's fucking awesome. Josh Roberts. I watched that stream with your nephew. I didn't join the chat because I was tired. But you'll get tired. Yeah, no problem. Check his channel out. Yeah, definitely do. I mean, he's got his own opinions. We're not identical, uncle and nephew. But we're not identical. The last one Kel did, I think, was about Scream 2. So, if you like Scream 2, or even if you hate Scream 2, it's worth checking out. And Kel knows his shit, man. He knows his shit. Josh Roberts. He means Kel, laughing my ass off. Carpira has been subbed to you for years. Yeah, it was me, Carl. It was me. I was like, you're a mod, and you've just subbed. I'm totally my bad, not yours. My bad. Carpira, how much longer until it's me Biddy again? 7 to 10 days. I think it's this coming Friday. No. Not this coming Friday, but the Friday after, I think. I stand to be corrected. Don't hold me to that. It's me, Biddy. We're all looking forward to it, aren't we? But I think it's not this Friday, but the Friday after. Can't wait. Josh Roberts. Yeah, I was the guy that kept getting you to do Charlie Sheen impressions, just in case you have forgotten. That, I must admit, Josh, because I've done so many impressions, but they're not that great. And but yeah, now I do. Yeah, now I do remember. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, Charlie Sheen, Sylvester Stallone, well, Rocky, really. Yeah, I'm still open to that, by the way. Rocky, Charlie Sheen. Ask me a question. Yeah, God, yeah, I remember. Ask me a question and how Charlie Sheen would answer it. Like the crazy Charlie. Yeah, I remember. Cool. It was cool. Really enjoyed it. Josh Roberts. I've been subbed for like 2 years. Didn't start joining streams till a few months ago. Well, that's cool. That's cool. No problem. I mean, I know I'm never gonna get to like Decker Shadow. You know, you guys know Decker Shadow? He's fucking hilarious. Very well educated in movies, but he's so funny. He's scripted. He writes his own scripts. Decker Shadow, but I'm never. I mean, that guy has got like what 200,000 subs. Are we ever gonna get that here? On Movie Chat More? No, no, but no. Hey, I now I sound like Dave McRae doing doing Christopher Walken. No, no, no. But I love you guys. Uh, Hey, Josh Roberts, you're pretty educated yourself. Well, thanks. Thank you, Josh. I really appreciate that. It's a lovely compliment. Yeah, I mean, it. I mean, yeah, it's what we know and what we don't know, and yeah, I like to think I'm pretty up there when it comes to horror, especially when it comes to like the big three. I mean, well, I'll say, the big three, Freddy, but I'm not quite there with Freddy. Michael and Jason, totally, 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 totally. Josh Roberts, don't worry too much about sub count. Uh, I know you want your channel to grow, but if you have your streams flooded with people, the conversations won't be as good. That's a very good point, Josh. I agree. I mean, no, I mean, no, no, no. I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm not going to lie, pretend, or anything. You know, if this was going a minute, a mile a minute, or something, if this stream was going up and up and up, great. But I do know where you're coming from, Josh, because this is more personal. It's more, you know, but yeah, uh, yeah, I know where you're coming from, Josh. Phil Bill, hi, maybe chat more. Do you watch EastEnders? No, not for a long time. Haven't seen EastEnders since I was, well, I'm 40 now, so in my 20s, maybe in my 20s. That's the last time I saw EastEnders. Josh Roberts, I definitely recommend your channel to people, though. Oh, thanks, Josh. That's so nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I mean, like I say, it would be great if the chat was, like buzzing, but it's not. But at the moment, I don't really care. I care about talking to you guys and you guys watching after the fact. don't I don't think about you guys, because I do. I mean, I get so many views. It's amazing. So you guys watching after the fact, you'll count too. You don't have to join in live. No one has to. But I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. You guys watching after the fact. It's not live. Thank you. Josh Roberts, EastEnders died when they hired Danny Dyer. See, that's how much out of the loop I am when it comes to EastEnders. Danny Dyer, was that sounds like a football player. Am I? It was is Danny Dyer a retired football player who turned to acting? That's how far out of the loop I am. Phil Bill. The last time I watched EastEnders was when Dot gave birth to Willard's firstborn son. Yeah, I must have missed that one. Conspiracy trifecta. I'm off to dinner with my brother. I'll be back if I can't stay safe. You too, man. You too. And don't worry about it. Have a good dinner, yeah? Enjoy your meal. Josh Roberts, Danny Dyer is a professional twat. That's all you need to know, LOL. Yeah. The name just rang a bell when it comes to football. Or some kind of comedy panel show. I'm not sure. There is something. I mean, you guys probably have already seen this if you're watching Movie Chat more on my channel. But there's something I want to show again. I don't think I've ever. You'll see. Give me a sec. There we go. Okay. See this? This is a collage my niece made for me on my 40th birthday. Halloween, as you can see. It's so wonderful. If you look, I mean, you can see here, that's Jamie Lee and H2O. Over here, what's that? Halloween 2. This is the one of the very early promotional pictures from Halloween 2018, Halloween 78, Halloween 2. Quite a bit of Halloween 2018 over here. The Boo Boo. Jamie Lee over here again from 78. Yeah, my niece did this for me, and she was like, I think 13 years, maybe 12 or 13 years old when she made this for me for my 8th birthday. And wow, she's just so wonderful, you know? I adore this. I would treasure this to the day I die. I love this. Oh, plug in the old laptop before I lose you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, whoop. There we go. There we go. We're back. Phil Bill, I once fed a live chicken canned chicken meat. Did the chicken like it? Josh Roberts. That's so cool. Yeah, what you mean, Josh? You took this. She even went out and bought the frame by herself. In this day and age, maybe that's not a big deal. But to me, I mean, come on, let's face it. It is. It is. It's cool. It's cool, you know. Nearly a year ago. I'm gonna be 41 on the 4th of June. Phil Bill, I have a great question for you. Roberts, I will get to it, Phil. Josh Roberts, Richard, do you Richard, do you like Huey Lewis on the news? You're talking about American Psycho, aren't you? I fucking love American Psycho. I haven't seen it. Oh man. Oh man. American Psycho. That's the kind of film I just want to put on now. You know? You like Huey Lewis and the news? But just in case you're not talking about American Psycho, I like Huey Lewis and the news. The power of love. I think you are talking about American Psycho, aren't you? Phil Bill, which serial killer, real life, would you like to be seen on the big screen? Ted Bundy. Pretty great question, but pretty easy for me. Ted Bundy. Phil Bill, yep. Cluck cluck. Phil Bill, Tony Curtis did the Boston Strangler. Strangled? ETC, yeah, Tony Curtis was, Boston Strangler. I've never seen that movie all the way through. But yeah, for me, if I was going to be a serial killer on screen, then yeah, Ted Bundy. Very easy. I don't even have a second place. Guys, if you haven't seen the 2002 Ted Bundy movie, give it a go. It's worth a watch. Let's see what we have. Have. Josh Roberts, the fact that she did that for you was lovely. It was. It was. There's even a message on the back. It's so cute. Happy birthday. I know we don't get to see each other much, but I still wish you the best birthday ever, even though the present's late. I'm really sorry about that. So adorable. Absolutely incredible. Josh Roberts, I just watched it. Yeah, I just watched it last night. Bow's best performance. Agreed. Agreed, Josh. Yeah, people say, oh, Batman. No, that's his best performance. He's funny as well. Am I wrong? I mean, Christian Bale in American Psycho is fucking hilarious. What that says about me and my psyche, I'm not sure. But I love American Psycho. It's one of those movies where somebody just mentions it, like you guys have. You mention it, I've got to see it. I've got to watch it again. You know. Phil Bill, Ted Bundy had been done already. Yeah, quite a few times. The question was though, if I was to depict, like, if I was going to play a real life serial killer, not like that guy. Yeah, I would choose to play Ted Bundy. But you're right, yeah, it has been done quite a few times. Josh Roberts, Ted Bundy needs to be redone, though. That was a bad movie. Yeah, I mean, this is where I stand when it comes to Bundy movies. Most are bad. I mean, I think I picked the best out of the bunch because most are bad. The 2002 one, um, yeah. There was one even worse. I can't think of what it's called. Uh, there's they're all pretty bad. So yeah, I would have to say 2002. Yeah, the Bundy movie. When it comes to what's the one with Zac Efron? Let's see. No, the one with Zac Efron wasn't. I mean, it wasn't a bad movie, but it was more about Ted Bundy's girlfriend, and it wasn't a Ted Bundy biopic. It was all about, well, it kind of was, but it was more about what? It was more about Ted Bundy's girlfriend. And if you've seen the Zac Efron movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I agree, yeah, there should be a big budget Ted Bundy movie made. Did the Josh Roberts? He was awful as Batman. Hello, but yeah, people don't realize how funny that movie is. One of my all-time faves. Same here. Yeah, Batman. Um, he was a crap Batman, in my opinion. I know that's not going to go down well. I know that. I don't really care. Um, he was a good Bruce Wayne. I will give Christian Bale that much. He was a good Bruce Wayne. But American Psycho, to me, he's finest hour. Love that movie. Uh, Josh Roberts, Zachary Efron as Bundy was awful. It's weird though. It's weird because I know where you're coming from, Josh. Yeah. Um, Zac Efron, Ted Bundy. When you put the when you actually put the two pictures together, there's something there. There's something. There's some. Zac Efron is probably too handsome to play Ted Bundy. I know Ted Bundy in real life was supposed to be this lovely, great, good-looking guy, but well, let's face it, he wasn't lovely and he wasn't great, but he was a pretty good-looking guy, but not Zac Efron kind of Baywatch good-looking. That's why I stand as a Ted Bundy performance. Yeah, he was okay, but the movie was shit. Uh, Phil Bill, if you could be a victim, I love these kind of questions. Keep them coming. Phil Bill, if you could be a victim in a horror movie, how would you like your death to be depicted? No pants, no pants pooping due to social distancing. Um, so if I could be a victim in a horror movie, how would you? Probably decapitation. First one that comes to head, to mind. What's left of my mind? Uh, probably get my head cut off. Or something with electronics, something like electrocution, like the guy in Halloween 6, But yeah, the first one that came to mind is decapitation. That's a great question. That's a great question. Thank you, Phil. Josh Roberts, just my opinion. They always pick well-known actors these days. Wish they'd used more unknown. So what do you mean, um like Ted Bundy? I agree. I mean the guy who plays Ted Bundy, I can't even think of his name. In 2002, he's relatively unknown. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, give it a big budget, and let's make a proper Ted Bundy movie, A really, really good one. I do like the 2002 movie, but yeah, it can be better. And yes, they should pick an unknown. I totally agree. Pardon me. Josh Roberts, if you're talking Batman, Michael Keaton forever. Couldn't agree more. Michael Keaton, I was like 9 years old when that movie came out. And again, I was like 12 years old. Batman Returns. Yes, he will always be, Michael Keaton will always be my Batman. Val Kilmer, Val Kilmer in Batman Forever basically did what Michael Keaton did, but not as good. He did what Michael Keaton did, but not as good. I don't even want to get into George Clooney. George Clooney is a fine actor, but he ain't Batman, and he knows that. He said it himself. Michael Keaton is the Batman. Yeah, I said it. Josh Roberts, I'm terrified of what Patterson will do. He'll wreck the franchise. Well, it could happen. I hope not. But I'm not looking forward to it either, at all. I really think they could have gone with an unknown. An unknown. Why pick them? Why? I mean, maybe we're all going to be wrong. Patterson's going to be fantastic as the Batman, but I would never, ever have picked him to be the Batman. So yeah, I'm very dubious about it. I very, very, very dubious about that. If it works, it works. If it works, we'll see. But I would never have picked Patterson to play Batman. Never. Phil Will, just your head. What? Decapitation, yeah. Well, yeah, just fine. Yeah. Farewell, why not butcher it and squeeze through squeeze through a what? A sleeve? A sleeve? A sleeve? Nah, no, Phil. Josh Roberts, George Clooney was great. What do you mean? Um, he even, yeah. I know you're kidding. See the emojis, whatever the fuck they're called. But yeah, yeah, he knew it. He knew he was miscast as Batman. Uh, yeah, Josh, Arnold as Mr. Freeze. Perfect. If it was me, uh, producing, directing that movie, writing that movie, I would never have had Arnie in the movie as a villain. As a, to be honest, I would never have cast Arnold Schwarzenegger um, in any Batman movie, villain or friend. Uh, I don't know. It just didn't work for me. I mean, Batman Forever with Val Kilmer. I mean, you got Jim Carrey as the Riddler. You know Tommy Lee Jones as Two Face, Harvey Two Face. That worked for me. It, it 1995, I think it was. I was like 15 years old. I enjoyed that movie. I still enjoy that movie. But when it comes to Batman movies, very much Keaton Corner, as I like to call it. Keaton Corner. Josh Roberts, Ben Affleck was great, actually. Shame he didn't get a good script, though. Batman versus Superman, yeah. I do have that ready to watch. I have it recorded on my Sky Q box in ultra high definition. I still haven't seen the movie, but I know Ben Affleck. Again, see, this reminds me of Patterson. It really does, because Ben Affleck, it was like, Ben Affleck? Really? Ben Affleck? Yeah, really. And apparently, he didn't do such a bad job as Batman, from what I hear. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Batman versus Superman. I know that sounds weird considering the movie came out like what 4, 5, 6 years ago, but no, I'm looking forward to it. Uh, Phil Bill, Pee Wee Herman would have made a great Robin. Phil Bill Sive. Uh, Not sure what you mean, Phil. You might want to embellish on that. Uh, Josh Roberts, Batman versus Superman. Slow down. You still need to watch Wall Street. I still need to watch Wall Street. I know. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. How can I have these epic Oscar winning movies winning? Just in case you guys, that's my Charlie Sheen tattoo winning. Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I've got The Color of Money on DVD, Blu-ray. Still haven't watched it yet. Uh, Josh Roberts, cool tattoo. Thanks, Josh. Joe, I laugh because I don't know what's coming, but when I see a name like Joe Biden, wow, Joe Biden as as Batman, Joe Biden as Batman, Boris Johnson as Robin, perfect combo. Give me a sec. Yeah, where were we? Uh, uh, oh yeah, Josh, core tattoo. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. This the only thing I wish I'd done is have the hashtag just before the W. That's my only regret with that tattoo, the winning tattoo. That's my only regret. I wish I'd had the hashtag, which Charlie Sheen used quite a bit at the time. All right, guys, we've been going for 52 minutes. Let's see how far we go. Let's carry on. It's been great so far. I've had a great time. Hopefully, you have too. That's what counts. Uh, Josh Roberts, how painful was it? I want to get a tattoo. Um, that's a very good question. To me, it's not. Well, it is painful, but it's not. Oh my god, painful. I mean, when you my first tattoo is Michael Myers. Yeah, every everybody has different opinions about this one. This is one you should listen to. The outline or the coloring in. The coloring in or the outline. To me, personally, the outline is more painful. The coloring in is fine. It's absolutely fine. But you, but like I say, everybody has a different opinion on that. Some people say the coloring in, oh my god, so painful. To me, the outline is more painful. But at the end of the day, it's not that bad. So Josh, go go get a tattoo when it's safe. When it's safe, it's probably safe now. But go get yourself a tattoo, man. It's a lovely thought. I know you're joking. Yeah, the outline for me is more painful, but it's fine. To me, I mean, I would love a Cobra Kai tattoo. Oh my god! But it's when these places are open, and you know, I love a Cobra Kai tattoo. They're pretty expensive though. I mean, pretty expensive. I mean, this one, my first tattoo, Michael Myers, that was like £75. Um, pretty expensive, but not as expensive some places where they charge you just for sitting down. Okay, sit down. That's £25, please. They're out there, guys. They're out there. But yeah, this was my first ever tattoo, and I do remember people saying to me after, it's like, that's your first tattoo? I was like, well, yeah. I mean, do you see any? I mean, now I've got quite a few, but yeah, that was my first tattoo. It's like that's quite a big tattoo for your first one. Like, weren't you scared? I was like, no, not really, not really. I'm scared of needles or jabs since I was a kid. But no, no, they can be daunting for some people. They can be scary. They can be painful, very painful for some people. But to me, it was fine, absolutely fine. That's why I've got all these other tattoos. To me, it depends. Again, it depends where you have the tat on your body. I mean, around here, very, very painful. I haven't got one, but around here. But you're basically pushing a needle into bone. So yeah, that's going to be painful. Uh, Josh Roberts says, I wanted to get a Marilyn Manson tattoo. Won't be doing that. Won't be doing that now after everything. Oh yeah. Sorry, Josh. I know you got another comment there, but I want to address this one. I Marilyn Marilyn Manson. Yeah, I would. I don't know enough. I don't know enough to talk about that. My opinions about Marilyn Manson are very uninformed, so I'm not gonna comment on that on Marilyn Manson. Um, because I just don't know enough. You know, I don't know enough. I would have to look into it and see where we go from there. But at the moment, I'm very misinformed or uninformed, so I'm not going to make an opinion about that. But I'm not saying, I'm definitely not saying don't get a Marilyn Manson tattoo if that's something you always wanted. I mean, I knew a guy once who was petrified of needles, but he wanted a tattoo so much, and he described it. It's pretty simple, but the way he described it with passion, absolute passion. But he was petrified of needles, so he could never get it. And it was going to be the happy face, the yellow happy face from like The Howling, with a red teardrop, a red teardrop, like blood, basically, coming out of one of the eyes. But he was petrified of getting a needle. He couldn't even watch somebody getting a jab or shot on TV. Josh Roberts says, if I'm taking a while to comment, it's because my Wi-Fi is shit and I keep having to refresh. That may not be your problem, Josh. That could be me. My internet is shit. Uh, my connection is crap. May not be you, Josh. It could be me. Josh says Marilyn Manson has been accused of stuff. Won't go into it. They're just accusations so far. Everyone needs fair hearing in court. Innocent till proven guilty. Yeah, I mean, again, innocent till proven guilty. Wow, that's a whole different show, isn't it? But nah, I don't know enough. I don't know enough about this Marilyn Manson thing to give a informed opinion about it. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut about that. Josh Roberts, if it's true though, how would I feel about having him tattooed on me? A bit inappropriate. Well, maybe it depends on what he's been accused of. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, you know, you haven't got to tell me, but it, it I mean, mate, if you're passionate about Marilyn Manson's work, his body of work, then that's different. We have to separate, yeah? We have to separate the body of work from the person. I mean, look at look at the guy who directed Jeepers Creepers, crying out loud. You know, I love Jeepers Creepers, but the guy who directed the movie, I can't think of his goddamn name. He's a piece of shit. But you have to separate. I do anyway. I do. I'm not saying you guys do, but or you have to. I'm not saying you have to, but I do. I have. Me personally, I have to separate person and the artist. I have to. Do-do. Jeff Roberts. Fair enough. Don't need to say anything about it. Thought you might know. LOL. Yeah, I love his music. As a person, not too sure. LOL. Yeah, I don't know enough. I barely know anything. It's weird. It's really weird when it comes to celebrities. It all depends, doesn't it? Really. Um, but I gotta tell you, Josh, if that's something you want, if that's something you've wanted for a long time, and you're passionate about his music, it sounds like you are, then maybe my suggestion would be to have a Marilyn Manson tattoo, but very subtle, like MM, something. So you know you love Marilyn Manson as the artist, but if anybody else asks MM, you can say, I don't know, Michael Myers. That's my suggestion. Josh Roberts, you're killing it tonight, Josh. You're killing it. Thank you so much. Look at Rome. Yeah, look at Roman Polanski. If you don't know what he did, I won't repeat it. But yeah, still love his movies, and he's a scumbag. Roman Polanski as well. I love the Virgin Suicides. That's. I think. Oh no, that wasn't Roman Polanski. That was. I think that was his daughter who directed the Virgin Suicides with Kirsten Dunst. I love that film. Love that film. James Woods. I never knew Roman Polanski as well. Josh says separating the art from the artist is hard. It is. It is. I guess I just have to learn to do. I might get his official logo, not a pic of him. There you go. There you go. That's a great idea, Josh. That's a great idea. Brilliant idea. Yeah, I mean, if things are as bad as I am thinking they are, then yeah, an image of Marilyn Manson's face. But hey, man, if you want that, you get that. All of my tattoos I've got, they all stand for like a period of time. You know, it's not like forever. Well, sometimes they are, but it's like the winning. This one here, the HBK. Uh, this one here is the letter R with a heart surrounding it. No, that's not for me, Richard. They all mean something at a certain point of time, and sometimes they can last. Well, they always do, but unless you get them removed, I've never had that done. Never will, because they all represent a time in your life when you was passionate about something. This one here, the werewolf. I mean, that is to me that's absolute. I love it. Absolutely love it. Um, Another werewolf. This one here. This is apparently this werewolf logo is Savage Werewolf. It's all great stuff, you know. I mean, this one here, The Crow, just here, The Crow, Brandon Lee, one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's like a to Brandon, who we lost way too early. Okay, guys, we've been going for an hour and nearly 9 minutes. Gonna wrap it up probably pretty soon, depending on how many people come in, how many questions, how long it takes for me to answer questions and queries and comments. It's all good stuff. But I will say about an hour and 30 minutes, that's when I'm probably going to call it a day or a night and watch American Psycho. Josh, on the flip side, what if the guy's innocent? I hate that. I hate that the media decides someone's guilty before it's been heard in court. Look at Michael Jackson. False accusations can destroy lives. Time will tell. Yeah, with Michael Jackson, what I say, um, Michael Jackson, no. I mean, yeah, something weird, but no, no. He never did. In my opinion, it's only my opinion. So you guys watching, after the fact or watching live, or it's just my opinion. I don't think Michael Jackson did shit. Nope. I know there's all these documentaries, but the thing is, you gotta remember there was a videotape, a video cassette recording of some guy. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure he never makes. I'm gonna make sure he never makes another record. But I think Michael Jackson is totally innocent. Just me. Josh Roberts, I believe MJ is innocent. There you go. I do too. Yeah, and there's something strange. There always was something strange about MJ, but not that. Michael Jackson, you got to remember, Michael Jackson, he never really, he was a great businessman. Don't get me wrong. Fan fucking tastic businessman. But mentally, he never really grew up. In some ways, he never really grew up. So, would that mean he would prefer the company of younger people? Maybe, but not in that way. Anyway, that's don't want to talk about that. MJ is innocent. It's just my opinion, and Josh Roberts agrees with me. Josh, all motivated by money. Yep. That documentary a couple of years ago, those guys defended him in court back in 2005. Totally true. Yep. You're right, Josh. I remember that. Those were the same fucking guys who defended him, and then, hey, oh, he's dead. Let's. Yeah, I remember that now. Oh man. Josh, MJ had a rough childhood. His dad beat him and never got to live a normal life. Exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if he ever did what some people think he did, no excuse. No fucking excuse. But I don't believe he ever did anything like that. But yeah, he did. I've read the. I still have it in the house somewhere. Moonwalker, or the Moonwalker, or the Moonwalk. It's a hardback, published years ago. Yeah, I think MJ even says in that book. I think from maybe it's not from the book, maybe it's from a documentary, but yeah, his dad was pretty lethal with a belt. So yeah, for those who, you can, if you wish to believe that Michael Jackson had a wonderful upbringing, that's up to you. Believe what you want. We're all entitled to believe what we want, but from what I know, MJ did not really have a great upbringing. his dad was violent, and well, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Guys, 1 hour and 15 minutes. 1 hour and 15 minutes in. We got 15 minutes to go. I just want to say I really appreciate you guys being here. It means more to me than you'll ever know. And the comments on the video that I've taken down, or the comments, or the queries, and yeah, hey Rich, you okay? And wow, I mean, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, yeah, here I am in in my living room, doing this channel, which I started 2018, I think. And now we're doing live stuff, and you guys are chatting live to me and leaving comments, asking how I am, and even tonight, how are you? Are you feeling better? It's like, what? Who? Oh, me. You know, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing to me, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. And yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible to me. It really is. Josh Roberts says, "We'll always support." Let me start that again. Sorry, Josh. Josh Roberts, we'll always support. Yay. Glad you read the comments before you took it down. Oh, yeah, I did. And that's why I left the video up as long as I did. Because I did leave a comment myself about that video. We're screwed. I wanted anyone who commented on that, like you did, Josh. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted you to know that I'm fine. But it's gone now. Thank God. It's gone now. Okay, here in the UK, it's 2:15 a.m. 1 hour and 18 minutes into the live stream. We're going to go 1 hour and 30 minutes. And then it's going to be late. Late, early, whichever way you look at it. And then I really am going to put on American Psycho. I haven't seen it in years. If I end up falling asleep on the sofa, I'll watch the rest tomorrow. Jeff Roberts, before you go, how about a quick impression? Oh, that's fine. Thank you. Yeah. Mr. Balboa. Oh, this is going to be good. Mr. Balboa, do you like Huey? Do you like Huey Lewis and the News? I will not. Yeah. Is that the guy? The guy go back to the past with that song? Yeah, yeah. Who is that? The News and Huey in the News? Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty good. You know, they're pretty cool. I enjoy. Yeah, I get nothing against you. The News and Huey. You know. Yeah, pretty good, you know. Was that okay? Oh yeah, I saw it for the impressions. I mean, yeah, I don't think they're that great to be honest. But if you guys enjoy them, then Miss Balboa and Josh Roberts, Josh Roberts, love it. LOL. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Josh. I enjoy it. I mean, it's like Balboa, Charlie Sheen. Yeah, and it was a great question. You like Huey Lewis in the news? Yeah, you know. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Josh, Mr. Sheen. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Mr. Sheen, if you could come up, if you could, oh, okay. Mr. Sheen, if you could sum up your life in one word, what would it be? Oh, come on. Actually, no. I'm not going to say the obvious. I'm going to say what Charlie said way back in the day, like 2011. Um, I something something.com, something.com. I really don't even think Charlie Sheen would want winning to be there. He had that tattoo removed as well. He had it on the wrist and he had it removed. Something, something, something.com, something.com. Okay, an hour and 23 minutes. Josh Roberts, LOL. I hate. Wait, LOL. I hate the Chuck Lorre duck. I hate the Chuck Lorre.com. Yeah, as talented as Chuck Lorre is, he's a bit of a prick. That would be perfect. Can you imagine that on Charlie's tombstone? I hate. What's that? Yeah, I hate ChuckLorre.com. Talk about having the last word. He actually did say that. Charlie did say he's something. What do you want on your tombstone? Something.com. Not winning. Josh, the way he treated Charlie was disgusting. That's yeah. All they had to do was wait. That's all they had to do. I mean, this is a different video all by itself. Wow, I could go deep into this, but yeah, all they had to do was wait. If Chuck Lorre and all associated would have just gone into his history, Charlie Charlie does this shit, you know, he does this shit. Hopefully now he's not for obvious reasons. But he's always been a renegade. Ever since Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the guy's a renegade. If they had just looked back, if Chuck Lorre had looked back at Charlie's history, he always comes back better than before. He always does, always has, and hopefully always will do. That's all Chuck needed to do. That's all they needed to do. But, like you say, Josh, they treated him like shit. Yes, there are two sides to every story. But that's all they needed to do. Look back in Charlie's history. He has breakdowns. I'm a proud owner of 2.5 Men season 1 to 8. And when you watch season 8, you can see Charlie's not really hitting every line, even though at the time he said he was. He later admitted he wasn't. Give him time. All they had to do was give him time. That's what they had to do. But they were so quick to. Josh Roberts and the whole network. CBS can't beat Sheen. CBS can't beat Sheen. CBS, a bunch of fucking. Josh Roberts says you should do a video on this, only if you want. But it's an idea. It is a cool idea. Yeah. Yeah. What did they expect when they hired him? Just a couple of months, he'd be right as rain. Couldn't agree more, Josh. Couldn't agree more. They should have done their due diligence and have a look at the guy's career. Look what happens. Look what happens. I mean, he's a very fine actor. He's a very funny guy. The Chuck Lorre, in Chuck's infinite wisdom, wouldn't allow that. So, but yeah, that's a good. Maybe I will stand-alone video about Charlie Sheen. Maybe. Josh Roberts, 2.5 Men is the comedy that defined my generation. Ironically, the guy that created it ended up destroying it because his own ego. Couldn't agree again. I couldn't agree more. The ego, Chuck Lorre. I mean, I love The Big Bang Theory. Love it. Chuck Lorre has a Midas touch. He really does. But when it comes to relationships, I really don't think he knows what he's doing. I mean, you got Charlie Sheen, and you replace him with I can't even think of the guy's name. That's how nondescript he is. Yeah, Josh, shame anger management didn't turn out so well. I really wanted it to be good for Charlie. Same here, man. Same here. It wasn't that great, was it? I remember watching that, thinking, I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna like this, and gave it a go, but it wasn't that great. And the first person to agree with us on that, Josh, will be Charlie Sheen himself. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Anger management was a letdown. It really was. Anyway, guys, that's it. 1 hour, 29 minutes, nearly 1 hour and 30 minutes. 1 hour enough. Thank you, Josh. Thank you for everybody who showed up tonight. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. Hopefully I'll be back soon live or do a standalone video. Maybe about Charlie Sheen. Yeah. Okay, one last comment before we go. Josh Roberts says Chuck Lorre is talented, but don't forget he always has a great team of writers. Very true. Very true. And fine actors on his side. Charlie made that show. He did. He did. Josh Roberts. Okay, ready to see you, mate. See you, Josh. Thanks so much. And everybody else who joined in live, you guys watching after the fact, comment down below. Comment down below. And let me know what you think of 2.5 Men. Let me know what you think of Halloween. Peter Martasars. Oh, man. I'm just leaving. I'm just leaving, dude. Hey, man. Peter Martasars says, hey, man, I thought I'd never see you again after your last video. How are you holding up? Yeah, I'm go back to the beginning of this one and you'll see. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. But that's so nice. For some, this is what I mean. That video, we're screwed. So yeah, people reaching out to me and hey, are you okay? And all that stuff. It's so it's amazing. It's amazing to me. It really is. Sorry, Peter. Yeah, I'm gonna watch American Psycho. It's 2:28 a.m. here in the UK, so I'll probably fall asleep halfway through. But I'm gonna watch American Psycho. Christian Bale. You know the go. You know Christian Bale. Um, thank you, Peter. Hopefully see you again live soon, or comment in a standalone video. Uh, Cheers, guys. Take care. Stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon. Cheers.